ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ 74 ನ್ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನಾನು ಎಂ ಮುಳಗಟ್ಟಿ. ಅಂಜುಮನ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಧಾರವಾಡ 27ನೇ ವಾರ್ಷಿಕ ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಕೂಟವನ್ನು ಬುಧವಾರ 23/8/2023 ಪಾಟೀಲ್ ಪುಟ್ಟಪ್ಪ ಸಭಾಭವನ ವಿದ್ಯಾವರ್ಧಕ ಸಂಘ ಧಾರವಾಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನೆರವೇರಿತು. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಬೆಂಜಮಿನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥೋ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು, ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಪರಿವರ್ತನೆ ಇನ್ವೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಜ್ಞಾನ ಕೇಂದ್ರ ದೇಶಪಾಂಡೆ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾನ ಹುಬ್ಬಳ್ಳಿಯವರು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದರು. ಶ್ರೀ ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಇಸ್ಮಾಯಿಲ್ ಎಂ ತಮಟಗರ್ ಅಂಜುಮನ್ ಮಾಜಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಹಾಗೂ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಯುವ ಮುಖಂಡರು ಉದ್ಘಾಟಕರಾಗಿ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಉದ್ಘಾಟಿಸಿ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದರು. ಶ್ರೀ ಇಕ್ಬಾಲ್ ಕೆ ಜಮಾದಾರ್ ಅಂಜುಮನ್ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಸ್ಥಾನ ಅಲಂಕರಿಸಿದರು. ಗೌರವ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಉಪಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರಾದ ಅಶ್ಫಾಕ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ಬೆಡಗೇರಿ, ಗೌರವ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ ಶ್ರೀ ನಜೀರ್ ಹುಸೇನ್ ಮನಿಯಾರ್, ಜಂಟಿ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ ಶ್ರೀ ಮೊಹಮ್ಮದ್ ಶಕೀಲ್ ತಮಟಗರ್ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದರು. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವಿಧ ಕಾರ್ಯಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಪ್ರಮಾಣ ಪತ್ರ ನೀಡಿ ಗೌರವಿಸಲಾಯಿತು. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಮತೀನ್ ಎಂ ಬಿಡಿವಾಲೆ ಪ್ರಾಚಾರ್ಯರು, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಇರ್ಷಾದ್ ಎಸ್ ಹುಯಿಲ್ಗೋಳ್ ಚರ್ಚಾಕೂಟದ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಅನೀಸಾ ಫಾತಿಮಾ ಡಿ ತೊರ್ಗಲ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಸಮಿತಿ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಐಜಾಜ್ ಅಹಮದ್ ಎಂ ಕಿತ್ತೂರ್ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಜಿಮ್ಖಾನಾ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆ, ಕುಮಾರ್ ಮುಜಫರ್ ಎಂ ಯರಗಟ್ಟಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ, ಕುಮಾರಿ ಪಲ್ಲವಿ ಮರೆವಾಡ್ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ, ಕುಮಾರಿ ಪ್ರತಿಭಾ ತುಬಾಕಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು, ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ವರ್ಗ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಉಪಸ್ಥಿತರಿದ್ದರು.
ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್, heads of the sister institutions of Anjuman Islam, managing committee members, other dignitaries on the dais, invitees, parents, all teaching and non-teaching staff, and my dear students. A very good morning to all of you. It is indeed my privilege and honor to extend a very warm welcome to the dignitaries on the dais to this august gathering. Annual Day is a day focused on Indian rural. He has been ground experience for delivering the solution across South Asia and Africa. Before taking over the presidency of Deshpande Foundation, Sir has worked with various organizations and held various positions.
जनाब नज़ीर हुसैन मनिया सर, सेक्रेटरी of Anjuman Islam Dharwad, Joint Secretary जनाब मोहम्मद शकील तामटगर सर, respected Principal Professor Abdul Mateen Bidiwale, Chairperson, Gymkhana activity.
Make your life better in the future and work on the jobs and the things that are happening in the country. So how do you take it on? So that's the second part of my conversation with you. The third part is my own journey, okay, where I am right now. And when did I start? How did I start? What was my upbringing? I also come from the minority community. So and so forth. So I kind of briefly touch upon that. And finally, what is there in this ecosystem? Okay, you have studied, you have learned, you have had an education. So what is the next step? Okay, what are you thinking? So those are the 4 or 5 things that I wish to talk about today, because this is more of a social gathering, and give you a kind of a little bit of insight. I don't say that I'm a guru or a teacher, but I try and talk from my own experience. So starting from Deshpande Foundation, we are a non-profit organization. So when I say non-profit, there are 2 segments of people in this country. One that work with the corporate sector, which is like your companies, Parle, Nestle, Procter & Gamble, Unilever. These are the companies that they work upon. And the second one is the non-profit sector, which is basically working engineers that we create. Our probability to absorb them in the industry is very low because they are not employable. It is not a question that they have not studied or not. They may be great. But how do you take them from there, from their education, and put them in the industry and work? That's a complete different change that is required. You need to work 9 to 5, you need to look at problem solving, you need to work on machines. So those are things that are employability concerned. Can I employ the person and then make something out of it? So that employability is what I do in Deshpande Skilling, where BA, BCom, BSc graduates are going through a 300 to 350 hour course that changes their lives in terms of getting into an employment scenario, which is in the IT, ITS, education, technology sector, healthcare, pharmaceuticals, AI, ML. These are player in their heart. Okay, they need to solve a problem. Okay, society has a lot of problems. Maybe it may be an agriculture problem, it may be a soil problem, it may be water, it may be product, it may be services. There are multiple layers of problem that we can solve and then make a business out of it. That idea, when you translate and work as an enterprise to run this entire program, is what we call a startup. So we have a startup ecosystem in Hubli. It is very close to the airport, an ecosystem where if you have an idea, we are ready to support you. Okay, it is not like employment, it is like entrepreneurship. Okay, what does it take for you to work? So that's the direction. So if you are really looking at entrepreneurship as a journey, then those are the ecosystems that you can really take support from and create your own enterprise. You may have some kind of a skill. How do you hone it and make an enterprise out of it? You can be an employer. You can give jobs to many more people. So for example, our startup ecosystem have over 300 startups right now. Okay, in the last 5-7 years, we have created close to 3,000 jobs in the local economy. That changes the whole thing in this area. So that's the 4th part of the game that we kind of do. And this is what the work that I do. My job is basically to look at whether there are new ways of doing things, whether there is an education program that can help the students, whether there is a program that can help the farmers make an extra income, whether there is something that can link to the market or create an enterprise. These are the points at which I really work and my team works. So that's the background for me as of now, and I'm always open to you. Which means that all that you are studying today is somebody's experience of doing it for 20, 25, 30 years. What we want to do, why do you want to learn? If you want to learn something in the shortest possible time, you need to study. Does that make sense? There is no shortcut to it. If you want to learn carpentry, that's a 10-year journey. But you want to learn carpentry by theory and then practice, not to make mistakes, not to repeat the same mistakes that he has done, study. That's the only way to go ahead. Yeah? I'm a psychologist. I understand how your brain is addicted to social media. So let me just come back to the point why you get addicted. That's number one, understand it properly. So there is something in the brain called dopamine release reward system. Okay, it is not consciously visible to you. It is there for everybody. For somebody, like if I even smell food from say 20 feet away, my brain has started to fire. Okay, and I have an addiction to a certain kind of business, especially fast foods. Why do I get addicted? Because that's where the triggering mechanism comes in. Second is your attention span. That's the second part of it. How do you learn? So the excitement that comes from a very short duration things for you comes from social media. That's very exciting. So your brain gets hooked onto it. That's the second part of it. And third part of it, you close yourself from external environments, meaning whatever you relish or like very much, the ears will stop listening to any other noise, the brain will stop listening to any other interactions or distractions that are coming in, and you get churned into that same scenario downwards. That is what social media does to you. Okay, now how much you want to do it, why you get distracted by it, I have given you the answer. If you can continue to do it, or you don't want to do it and focus on something which is more beneficial, that is up to you. But this is how your like button, on social media, like button, the like button has the same impact as I am giving you a spoonful of sugar to you. Exactly, that's the same impact. Your brain will fire. Okay, so they have done so much of research, so much of understanding on human behavior. Okay, and they have come up with algorithms that will always keep you hooked to the scenario. What you like will get continuously fed in, and that's why this distraction. Is it a good or a bad? I am not the right person to answer it. Can you come out of it, or can you be inside it? Yes, that's very much there. It's very interesting.
The way he spoke, it is all his experience. I think he has got his experience last 20 years, I think so. He has also, I thought he might have also struggled for 8 to 10 years. Later he started achieving success. So one thing, his experience, he told me, I felt very happy. Success comes in very short steps and with experience. That is what he has faced, and I thought he has told from his experience. Nowadays, I have seen students and all, they want immediate success. They see some, if they look at you, they want to be you. And the next day, they want to be Benjamin Matthews. If they look at me, the next day they want to contest MLA elections or Anjuman elections, or they want to become councillor. Immediately they want to become. The hardships and all the tough times we have faced, nobody wants to experience. So, the best thing Benjamin sir has told you, success comes in very small steps and with experience. So, I also seen many people, you see leaders who are coming, children of the leaders, and you see Siddaramaiah and old leaders. They can withstand all the difficulties just because they have come successfully the steps, step by step they are successful. You have seen children of the successful politicians, they are not successful. Because they have immediately got success, they can't handle it. So the best thing is small steps, and it should be successful. You will stay there for a longer period of time, as far as I feel. And nowadays I am seeing the students, the social media impact, as the principal was telling you the impact of social media. Because of this, social media, let them use it to the best of their knowledge and for the good purpose. But physical activities has become less in the students nowadays. The students are becoming physically weak. Last year we had a inter-college tournament. Management won the match, and this BBA students had lost the match. Management people had won the match. Because there is no physical activity, they can't run. Students are losing and the management people are winning. So, if you are successful, if you have earned money also, if you don't have a good physique, and if you are not healthy, then everything is useless. Trust me, the best thing first you should have is a good body. And just because you are a student of BBA and BCA, you should know how to carry yourself. The first thing is, you should know how to dress up, how should talk, how should carry yourself. If you eat gutka and if you start going some office, first away he'll throw you immediately. You should know how to carry yourself, you should know how to talk, you should know how to be gently, how to speak to others. And if you start carrying yourself, then naturally success will start following you. People should get impressed by you. People should start liking you because of your behavior, because of your attitude, the way you speak. And especially students, all are forgetting human values. The more they are getting educated, the higher they are going. They are forgetting human values. What are human values? Human values is, should give respect to everybody. Benjamin Matthews, Ismail Tamatgar, and the person standing at the gate. It's the same. We are human beings. For Benjamin Matthew, you treat differently. For another person, senior to him, your attitude is different. And the person lower, your attitude is different. You talk to him like a beggar. And the person, if he is rich, your attitude is different. That is not human value. Human value is talking to you with respect. Humanity.
And to preside over today's 27th annual day of this college. At the outset, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you to have chosen Anjuman College for your graduation studies. The presentation made by our chief guest, Sri Benjamin Matthews, will be a great addition to the event, and we know that our students will benefit from your insight. Your talks was extremely insightful and provide valuable that will help our students to reach their goal.
Any guesses? Any guesses? So it's Suhail. I call Suhail. I request the chief guest, sir, to please. Very genuine student. Since admission I am observing her. She's girl BBA is Pallavi Mariwad of BBA 6th semester.
Honorable Chief Guest of today's function, Shri Benjamin Matthew, for sparing his most valuable time in his very busy schedule and gracing this function with his highly valuable words. Thank you very much, sir, for being with us. I take this opportunity to extend my sincere thanks to another guest of honor and special invitee of the function, the charismatic and enthusiastic personality, Janab Muhammad Ismail N. Tamakar sir, for his valuable presence on this occasion. Thank you very much, sir. I also thank from the President Anjuman Islam Dharwad for gracing this function with his presidential remark. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the young and dynamic Secretary of Anjuman Islam Dharwad, Janab Nazir, a great success. Thank you, sir, for your support and guidance. I honestly thank Janab Muhammad Shakib Tamakar, sir, Joint Secretary, Anjuman Islam Dharwad.